Welcome to Tiger TV.
I'm Caitlin Lawrence.
And I'm Tatum Richardson, and today is Friday, February 7th. Now to Emma Dormany with a few words of wisdom.
Good morning, Harris County Carver Middle School Tigers. This is Gus Bansa with a few words of wisdom. Some of you may remember being afraid of monsters. To small children, these monsters are imaginary, but today there are real monsters who would like to see you doing drugs, joining a gang, dropping out of school, or committing crimes. English author Sir Thomas Malory once said, "Do after good and leave evil behind, and it shall bring you good fame and renown." When we follow our hearts and do what's right, we earn the respect of others. They want to see us do well in the world. They want to support our efforts. Today and every day, choose what's right, leave the monsters behind, and you'll come out a winner. With something to think about, this is Gus Bansa. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Now to a special report by last quarter's 8th grade filmmaking class on kindness.
The quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Doing one act of kindness will inspire others to do the same. Just doing one act of kindness can make the world a better place.
A.D. Williams once said, "Imagine what 7 billion humans could accomplish if we loved and respected one another." Just imagine. Imagine if there was no greed. Imagine if there was no comparison. If everyone was running their own race, but cheering for all others at the same time.
To continue our Black History Month reporting, today we will celebrate the life and work of Bessie Coleman.
Bessie Coleman was born in Atlanta, Texas, January 26, 1892. She was married to a man named Claude Glenn. She had no kids, but was a sibling of 12. Her parents were African American and Native American.
They say flying wasn't for a woman in the 20s, and being colored too, but I didn't let that.
Audience, 500 whites in the reserve seats and 400 African Americans in the balcony rose and gave a standing ovation to the first Negro pilot in the world.
As a manicurist, but she decided she loved the idea and the adventure of flying.
Her famous quote was, "The air is the only place free from prejudice." Bessie Coleman always had a dream of flying an airplane, but African Americans were not allowed to. The dream about flying wasn't enough for Bessie Coleman, so she decided to take matters into her own hands. Bessie Coleman's death was April 30th, 1926. She was flying a plane and plunged to her death at 34 years old in Jacksonville, Florida. Bessie Coleman lived from 1892 to 1926. The cool thing about Bessie Coleman is she never gave up. Even when somebody told her no, she kept fighting. Bessie Coleman's dream finally came true and she was a pilot before her death. Another one of Bessie's quotes states, "You have never lived until you've flown." Bessie's nickname was Queen Bessie because she was queen of the air. 3 months before Bessie's death, she wrote to a film producer asking if they could make a movie about her. She named the film Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. They have not put this movie out, and her legacy. Bessie Coleman adored her siblings and her parents.
District Honor Band will be traveling to LaGrange College at 10:15 today for a combined concert with schools from all over the district. Members of the HCC District Honor Band include Gabe Acosta, Evan Walden, and Addie Lowe. Please offer your well wishes to these students as they head off to participate.
We will be having a pajama day today. Make sure you pay your homeroom teacher and get your wristband. The cost is $2 and all proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. You can purchase your wristband from your homeroom teacher.
If you are currently in 7th or 8th grade and are interested in trying out for the Harris County High School Junior Varsity or Varsity Cheerleading competition teams or the Varsity Football Cheerleading sideline teams, please plan to attend the interest meeting on February 19th at 6 in the Harris County High School Library to learn more. Official tryouts will be held March 2nd through March 4th. Boys track and field tryouts will be held Monday after school, pickup time 5 p.m. at HCCMS Field. Girls track and field tryouts will be held February 10th and 11th, pickup time 5:30 p.m. at HCCMS Field.
Your Tigers traveled to the land of the Blue Devils for our semifinal playoff game as we took on Richards Middle School Warriors at Columbus High School. With what was essentially a home game for Richards because of proximity to their school, would Tiger Nation show up or would the Warriors have the hometown edge?
HC brings the party wherever we go, and Wednesday night was no different. With Tiger Nation out in full effect, would your Tigers be able to feed off of that energy and handle business against a tough Richards opponent? Well, in the first half, it looked like the lights were going to be a little too bright for your Tigers as they struggled to gel and played very inconsistently on the offensive and defensive side of the floor. Fighting to hang on, your Tigers went into the locker room down by 3 at the half, 16-13.
Coming out of the locker room was a little more bounce in their step. Your Tigers quickly set the tone for the second half of the game. Defensively dug in and finding a rhythm on the offense had your Tigers taking control of the game. And once they got control, they never gave it back. Battling on the floor, playing with passion, and doing it as a team, turning the game from a 3-point deficit into an 11-point victory. Your Tigers win by the final of 48-37.
With the win, your Tigers are going to the ship. Fort was able to pull away late on a tough Eddie opponent to set the stage for a rematch of the regular season slugfest that went to double overtime before your Tigers were able to emerge victorious. Will your Tigers battle for their family and finally hang a championship banner for boys basketball, or will the mighty Fort Patriots be too much to handle? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what all these young men have been working so hard for this year, the right to play in the last game of the season. It's championship basketball, and your Tigers punched their ticket.
Tiger Nation, your support this year has been amazing. One more time, come out and help fire up the boys one more time as we try to cap off this year with our first championship. The championship game will be played at Carver High School in Columbus at 6:30 p.m. this Saturday, February 8th.
Chick-fil-A will be on sale today. If you don't see us in the front lobby this morning, go to the bus ramp. For $6, you can get a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, water, and cookies. Pickup will be this afternoon at 2:50. Thank you for your support for Harris County Carver Middle School Technology Student Association.
That's all we have for today.
And we'll see you in the hallways.